And welcome everyone. Good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, depending on where you are tuned in from. It is time for another live with, hi Tony, with R.A. the Rugged Man. Yes, you've heard it here first. Well, not really, but let me see if I can pin this. Yes, I'm having a conversation with the legendary R.A. the Rugged Man. Crazy talented rapper, controversial, and yeah, if you have any questions, make sure you put them in the question box so I don't see them scroll by without having a chance to ask them in the middle of the conversation. Thank you everyone for joining, and I see that he is on time. Great. So I will in here. I'm so excited for this conversation for multiple reasons, which I will get to. Yay!
Yeah, rap is always late, so I always have to break that tradition, you know?
Well, honestly, most of my guests were late, and it made me have to do a monologue, and I'm really bad at it, so I'm just happy you're on time because of that.
Always early for shows.
Your connection is a little off.
You can't hear me?
I can see you now. You were freezing, but you're back.
Can you hear me
Yes,
properly?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, all right. Well, good then. Should I stay still?
I don't know. We'll just take it as we go. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, so no problem, Pay. You know, you've been doing this interview game for a decade, right? 2 decades, or a long time.
2 decades, yeah, I have. But this is kind of new. You know, I've been thinking about who to ask to give people some inspiration and motivation. And you are definitely a person that has always inspired me as far as doing whatever the fuck you want to do.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
I guess that's one thing I'm good at, is doing whatever I want to do. I'm not good at much else, but I'm good at that part.
Yeah, you make it work, man. I started this little live talk to, like I said, to motivate creative people, but it turned out to be bigger than that. You know, regular people who are maybe not so creative are also inspired in this pandemic, being locked up, going crazy, not knowing what to do. So I figured it'd be great to talk to you, because not only are you a great rapper, but you also just dropped an album in the middle of this pandemic. And that is something that I really would like to discuss as well. But first, you are in my time zone. How are you holding up during this weird time?
Well, the first month was cool because I was with my kids a lot. And now I'm getting close to the edge, you know?
Oh, yeah, you got kids. Yeah, I don't have those, so I'm good.
Yeah, kids are tough in a pandemic, but it's also a blessing. I got to just plug in my phone. So, yeah, can you see me?
Yeah,
all right.
I can.
Yeah, keep talking. It's all good. I'm just plugging.
Okay, so yeah, I see the questions coming in. I will get to the questions later. So if you have any questions, please make sure you put them in the box below so they don't scroll by, because I also, as usual, see a whole bunch of dumb shit coming by that comes with RA, and I will not respond to that. I will just respond to the questions put in the box. So, yes.
Yeah, dumb shit that follows RA.
I know, right? I'm like, okay, wow. I've never had any dumb shit in any of my talks. I'm talking to RA, and literally 4 minutes in, there's already dumb shit. But
yeah, you know why? Because they like that. Sometimes I give them attention. I shout them out. I let them know.
I know you do.
And so they'd be like, go on there and talk smack, and maybe he'll shout us out, you know?
Yeah, we're not doing that today. This is my talk. RA is my guest, so we're not doing that. So yeah, so your kids are driving you nuts now, which is normal because all the parents are saying the same thing. But so what else are you doing other than going crazy?
Nah, I'm just trying to get creative again. I had an idea for a new collaboration album, and because after my album was done, you know, I want to get all the videos out and shoot a ton of videos and promote it correctly and do tours off of it. But right now, everything's on hold. So you go, what's the next step, you know?
Right.
So I'm thinking about a new project that I'm working on, and I'm kind of excited about it, but I can't tell too much about that yet. You know, I'm
No,
gonna
that's okay. You're just working on a new project. But, you know, having dropped an album, normally you would be crazy on tour. I saw the things come in about, you know, the tour dates that were still available and for booking and whatnot. So I'm like, how is it to have dropped such a already classic album, which we'll get to, and not being able to perform everything? Well, honestly, you have like a whole bunch of people on there, so they can't really come on tour with you. But I would imagine that you would want to perform the album.
No, the album is a live concert album. I made the album to
Yeah.
perform. You know, like half the songs are, you know, have call and response parts and
Right.
energetic crowd parts and soulful throw your hands in the air parts. You know, it's like I made the album to perform live. So I'm looking forward to performing this damn album live soon. You know, so.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too, because first of all, your show's always insane. But then when I was listening to the album, I was just going nuts in the car. I was playing it in the car and I was just going crazy. And I was just like, what the entire fucking fuck? Like, this is so great. It's like, I know you're great, but I have to admit, you know, I wasn't really thinking about it like that because I know you as a person. So I don't really see you as a rapper. You're just, a person that I know that raps. But when I put the album on, it was nice weather outside. I was just blasting it through the street here. I was in the car wash blasting all the song. I wanted to go do another one just to blast it in the car wash. It was just, it's so dope. It's so
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The response has been like astronomically next level dope. Like I've been getting message after message telling me how, you know, it's just the fans are very happy with this album. So, you know, we did our job, but now, you know, the world got to get back to normal so artists could go out there and you know, share their, you know, music talent to the world. Like we got to go perform this shit. I'm a stage performer.
Yeah.
You know, I love to do an album, put an album out, but my whole world is stage performance. So I can't wait to get out there and just kick motherfuckers in the face, you know?
I know. It's just, there's like 20 songs on there, a couple skits. It's just, how did you even come up with this entire album? I mean, I know people are working on songs. It's been a minute since you've dropped an album, but what was the process? Can you tell a little bit about that?
Well, is that Geechee Suede from Camp Blow? Yo, what's up, Geechee? That's a legend right there.
Oh, he in here? What's up?
Camp Blow up in the building. What's up, man? He's a phenomenally underrated, dope, dope rapper too.
Yeah, he is.
What up, Geechee? What's up, my bro?
That's the homie.
I miss you, man. We got to catch up one day when this whole world is over, when this whole crazy pandemic shit is calm and we could live the life again. We got to all catch up. Yeah. But yeah, doing the album was just figuring out the direction you want to take. You know, it's like, you know, you could put out music, but is it music that you want to perform for the rest of your life till you're not performing no more? So, you know, you want to make sure that this is the music that you want to, Eco Music, what up, man? He said, album is a masterpiece. But yo, you want to make the music that you want to be able to perform till you're dead, you know? You want to make that music that you're proud of, that you want to share to the world, you want the world to hear. And also, you want to make music that after you're dead, you're proud of that too. You go, okay,
right.
I was here, I did this, check it out. So after you're not even here, motherfuckers, you're still living through those recordings. So, yeah.
Well, you have a whole bunch of legendary people on there. And so I already know that it's timeless, but you also touch on a couple of subjects that are interesting. And I'm not sure how much of the new generation actually gets most of the things. But the thing that I like is that, you know, it takes me back. It takes me back to, you know, when I don't want to sound like a...
Yeah, but the thing is, here's the thing is, the younger generation does get it. And if they don't
but that's good.
If they don't understand exactly the lines, some of the stuff you're educating them on, it's okay.
That's true.
It's
That's
embedding
true.
little seeds in their brains. Most of the hip hop I listened to when I was 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, they were saying like Rakim was dropping like knowledge that
Yeah,
I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about,
that's true.
but I knew every word by heart. But
Yeah,
there was knowledge he was dropping that I didn't learn till I was in my 20s. You know, but
yeah.
when I was
You're
14,
right.
15, rapping all his lyrics, you know, I'm rapping shit I didn't even know what to, so you feel the music and you listen to the music and you plant them little seeds, you know? So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very true because if you really listen to it, and I'm not an English native, so it's nice for me to really understand what you're saying because some rappers I just have to listen like 10, 20 times before I can understand what they're saying, but I can understand what you're saying except for the fast parts. Um, the one song that really that probably stuck with everyone with the video is "Wandering." Um, that almost it did bring tears to my eyes. Was it hard for you to write it and actually shoot a video for that?
Uh,
What did you feel
well, the
during
video, the hardest that one was the actress in the video who played the rape victim. That
Yeah,
was tough on her. She had to redo the scene, and she was, you know, she loves it. She's very proud of it. But while she was doing it, and also it was the video "Wondering" was tough on James Paxton, who played the rapist, because
right,
I got to go in this dark space and play the worst possible character.
right.
So like he was even asking advice from his actor friends, like, yo, like
How? Yeah,
how do I do this?
yeah,
It was tough for both actors. For me, all I had to do was the rap part, so it wasn't that tough for me. I wrote the song, I recorded it,
right,
so the video wasn't that tough for me. But yeah, writing, you want to make sure that you get all the points right. You want to make sure that you're not brushing it off lightly. You want to make sure that you're not exploiting it. So
right.
you just have to do it like a realistic account to make sure that it works if you're going to go that direction with a song, So,
Right. Yeah, it's you have to really walk a fine line with that, like you said, and you did an excellent job. One of my favorite, well, first of all, your videos are always very on point, if that's the word that I'm looking for.
old school, we're on point.
Yeah, on point. One of
Killer
my
Priest,
favorite songs.
I still say smooth. Like, yo, that rhyme is smooth. And he's like, yo, what is it, 80 fucking 6? Did you really call that rhyme smooth? Yeah, we're old school. We're on point. We're smooth.
Yeah, I mean, but what the meaning that I want to capture of defining your videos is it's not rushed, it's quality. It matches the song, it's on point, but it also captures the audience that may not even know what the song is about to reel them in to listen to the song. That's what your videos always do.
Well,
That's
right
what you,
now,
that's,
Joker is working on the video for "Gotta Be Dope," the one with me and Afro and
oh yeah,
Jazz.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's a clown show. It's a circus. He killed it. It's a comedy. It's not like the last couple. Well, there was
It's not
comedy.
out yet, right?
No. But
Okay, I was about to say I missed that one.
putting the final edits on it right now. My girl Susie put on some color correcting on just a couple shots. Joker mainly color corrected everything himself though, but he's that's coming out. That's gonna get a lot of hits. People are gonna love that one. But then the one after that's gonna be a serious one again. But this next one, we went a little VHS style,
Oh,
grime,
cool.
fun. People are gonna love this one. Yep.
Yeah, looking forward to it because Legendary Loser, by far one of my favorite, well, not by far because all of them are great, but definitely one of my favorite songs. That video is so funny too. Like, it's just such a typical RA video to me. And it actually, I was just thinking today that I once got up with you in Berlin when you were shooting a video, but I forgot what song that was. I was working in Berlin, and then you were there, and I stopped by, and you were shooting a video. But
What was it? Was it with the beatbox or was it Tom Thumb? Because that's the only video I shot in Berlin, except I shot a
yeah, either one of those. I can't remember.
And Sammy Deluxe.
I can't remember, man. I got it. We're getting old. This is a long time ago.
Speak for yourself. I'm never getting old. I'm young for
Well,
life.
I hope I get old.
Life. I get old. I don't mind. when
Well,
the time.
actually, Gotta Be Dope is one that I would like to see a video of. So I'm happy that you mentioned that one because, like I said, there's like 20 songs on there, so it's hard to pick and choose which one. And I was thinking about Angelic Boy. That would be in the same kind of in the same on the same level as Wandering. It's a serious song, but I like how you touch on the subject in Angelic Boy as well. I just love the album. I just, you know, there's so much. I should have written down everything that every song brought out in me, but it was too much work.
Nah, so. You've been a hip hop, you know, historian. I see you with everybody. De La Soul. I see you kicking it with everybody. You know, and yo, the song Firstborn has who's on it?
Novel.
Who put me on to Novel?
Did I do that?
Yeah, you put me on the Novel. Yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot. See, I'm getting
Yeah.
old, man. I didn't know I did that.
Oh, yeah, you was playing mixtape, and I was like, this dude's incredible. And then how the fuck I don't know him? And then it turned out that I happened to be label mates with him in Raucus years ago.
Right, Raucus. He was signed to Raucus. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so
yeah.
it was you know, so yeah, that
oh
song.
My gosh, shit! You should tell him that that I did that.
What?
Huh?
Tell what?
You should tell Novel that I was the one that put you on. He's gonna be laughing.
I might have did that. I think.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. It's not that serious. The Firstborn was a great song as well. I just love that you have everybody and their mama on there, but not. It's not taken away from the album because you know sometimes people have too many featured artists.
If we took all the features off, I still have a full RA album.
I know.
There's enough solo joints without any features to have an RA album, but I get a double album. Yeah.
So how was working with all these people? Who is on the album that you really had high on your list? Well, everybody obviously, but who is a person that you were really excited about? Oh my God, I get to work with that person.
Well, Ice-T, because of his iconic status, you know, he's one of the most iconic humans ever in hip hop, you know, and one of the pioneers. And I never worked with him before, and I didn't have a relationship with him like that before. And when I hit him up, he was down. So that was exciting.
Yeah.
The other main one that really, you know, Kool G Rap, when he dropped on the Wu-Tang joint.
Yes.
My mind was blown. I was like, yo, Kool G Rap, he you know, he just gave me that. That's why I let him end the song. I'm like, man, let the GOAT end it, you know?
Yeah, but whatever you want to do, get on it. It's that's also a song that I was blasting in the street, for sure. Like me and my friend is actually in here right now. His name is Hype, and he works at the studio that you were at last year when I wasn't able to make it out there.
Oh yeah, with Shroom and the Missing Channel.
Yeah, because I remember you told me you were out there and I wasn't able to make it. But my friend told me that he was in there, and me and him were just talking about Dragonfire. And he was going nuts as well listening to the album. We were talking about it. I'm gonna look at all these questions.
The producers from out there, Shroom, he did Dragonfire.
I know Shroom, yeah. Oh, he did that one. Which one did he do?
Dragonfire.
Oh, he did that one. Damn,
did that when I was out there. We did the music, and the live band that he was rocking with is called the Missing Channel, and you know they were killing it, and Shroom put it all together. So, and then after they put that together, then I got the beatboxers and the DJs and the scratches and the MCs. So, and the reggae artist Extreme, who's virtually not very well known, but he's a fucking monster. He killed the whole track. The Kid Extreme,
right?
He's a monster. Yeah.
Okay, so there's like 5 million questions in this box, and a whole bunch of shit as well. Oh my God, where did I start? Okay, let me see. Let me get a good one. Okay, one person says, do you think underground hip hop is dying? That's always
I think
that's always a question.
There's a million kids out there all around the world.
Right.
That can rhyme spectacular, rhyme incredible. There's a million incredible over the planet. So how the fuck could it be dying, you know?
Let me see, there's just... Okay, here's a good one. If you get writer's block, what kind of things do you do to keep yourself past it? That one comes from Rome.
Well, I've been asked that before, and there's some artists who just don't write. They just go, "Fuck it, I'm gonna chill and wait for it to come out of me, then I'll write."
Right.
I do the opposite. I just write through it. I keep writing, even if I'm whack,
Yeah.
even if I'm whack as fuck. I keep writing whack shit. Boom. Okay, yo, I'm whack today, but I'm writing. I'm right. I just like exercising. You can't always have the best day hitting the punching bag, but that don't
Right.
mean you keep punching. So I just keep writing through the whackness and hope that something good comes out. And then you could be whack all day, and at the end of the night, right before you're about to throw in the towel, you just wrote like the illest sick. Like, wait, where did the 16 come from? So
Right.
I do. I write through the whackness. I could be whack for a week and still write every day if I have the chance to write every day.
So
So
what do you do with all those lyrics or all those
you
written?
use them or you don't. Sometimes I'll just write, and then something you thought was whack. You look at the notebook, and you're doing a feature for a project, and you go, "Yo, that whack verse is actually dope. Let me
Right.
brush it up a little bit and use it on something." So, or you just go, "Oh shit!" You look at your notebook and you go, "Oh, I was really whack that month."
Right. That's funny though. I would want to look back at that like, hey, what was I thinking at the time?
Yeah.
Okay, I know people are asking, ask my questions. They're serious. I'm getting to it. Let me get in this conversation the way I want to. It's my talk. Um, I know you're a big movie head. What I liked is that you had the DeLorean in at the end of the video from Legendary Loser.
That was all the director's idea. He had, I didn't know we could get a DeLorean. He said, "Yo,
But you liked it.
yeah, I love it. I love it, of course."
It was so funny to me. I was like, oh my God. Was it, I assume it was a prop or.
Well, we always was gonna fly away in a car. He had that idea, but he said, "Yo, I know somebody with a DeLorean. Let's do a DeLorean." I said, "Okay." So we
That
did.
was so dope.
That's
Do you,
Jonas Govertz. I can't say his name, but
where's he from?
excuse me. I've been sick the last couple of weeks. He's from Belgium.
Oh, he's from Belgium.
He's
Okay.
a Belgian filmmaker, Jonas Govertz. He directed another video coming out in the future for what's my song called? I forgot. All Systems Go.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, top of the list.
And
I
he
was
did,
blasting that one so hard.
he did a part of the introduction video, and he did Legendary Loser. When I have the opportunity to work with him, it's always a blessing. He also did all the I did these trailers for the album where I'm like throwing
Right.
off of bridges and shit. He did all of those, but like,
Cool.
he's my secret weapon. If he's available and down to work, I love working with him. But he's not always available.
Right.
He works a
He's
lot.
busy.
Paid a lot more to work for other people than he does to work for me.
Well, do you come up with the scripts or do you do that together or?
Well, sometimes, usually I always came up with my own scripts my whole career.
Yeah.
And as you get older, you go, man, like you got creative people in the world. Like you don't have to think of every idea on your own, you
Right.
know? So rather than sitting there struggling with trying to promote your album, do tours, do this, and think of the concepts, you could talk to people. And Legendary Loser, he thought of the first half of it, and then I thought of the second half when I said, okay, let's shoot myself. I'm done.
Yeah.
The song's over, but then we'll turn it into a big Hollywood musical. And then he figured out how to make that work in his world.
Right.
And
With the DeLorean.
wrote the rest of the treatment, So it was a great job he did. Yep.
I'm just excited that you now just mentioned that there are going to be a couple more videos and they're actually the songs that I took to first. I mean, again, I don't want to play favorites, but if you listen as a foreigner, then you take to the whole vibe first before you start listening to the lyrics. I'm excited because at this point, since you can't really perform, you got to keep everything alive. So all the videos I think is great. Are you planning on doing videos for half the album?
Well, we had planned to do a video for the Immortal Technique record, and but you know, that got pushed back because of Corona. And we
Yeah.
had, in the video that's about to drop with me and Afro, we were going to fly to Delaware and have Jazzy Jeff in the video with us, but we couldn't get that done. And so there's Inspector Deck, we were going to do an EKNY video, but you know, things happen.
Right. Yeah,
You
this
know?
corona mess is really, you know, fucking up everything, really. Okay, let me see. Oh, hey, here's some questions for my friend. Yes, I am favoring because I know him. So this is the guy that you met at the studio. He asked, do you write your lyrics on paper or do you work digitally?
I do it all. Sometimes I have a tape recorder. I record into my tape player. Sometimes I write in my notebook if I'm on an airplane or a bus or something. Sometimes I put up the computer. I type it into the laptop. Sometimes if I don't have shit, I'll type it on the phone. You know, wherever I could write the idea down. You know, it used to be like I used to bring napkins, you know, a pencil and write the rhyme on a napkin if I was out and didn't have if I forgot my notebook or something.
Right.
I just write wherever I'm at, you know.
And so when you were talking about the writer's block, you write through it, as you said, which is honestly from all the people that I've ever talked to, the first time I hear somebody use this method. At what point do you feel like, okay, I'm back? Like, what is there like a
no, you just write, and then you know when you wrote something, you go, "Wow, that shit is dope. I think you're back." You know, it's kind of like throwing a combination, and you hit the guy in the ribs and in the chin. You go, "Oh, we landed. That was clean." You know, you know when you get the hit. You know,
hit it when you hit that punch at the boxing reference. Obviously, I was gonna come to the boxing, but you beat me to it. Haha. If you have so many legends on this album, are there still people that are on your list that you would want to work with on your next album or on their project?
Say that question again. My phone battery said it was going to die, so I had to plug it back in and it froze. Say the last question again.
With all the legends that you already have on this album right now, are there still people that you would love to work with musically, either on your next album or on project?
Yeah. There's tons of them. There's tons of legends I'm going to work with still, you know. And the next project, we were already discussing who we thought might fit on there, you know. And Kane was supposed to be on this past album.
Oh, yeah.
And that didn't happen on time. So, you know, I think I'm going to make that happen for this collab project, hopefully, you know. So, yeah.
Well, we'll be looking forward to that. Let me take some more questions. Okay, I don't even know how to pronounce this name. The Big Snatch and Laugh Clown Laugh from Legends Never Die. Is it the same sample?
No, it's not the same sample. It's not. I've seen that. They're just both equally chaotic and cartoonish and circusy. You know, I like to throw a circus
reference.
Yeah.
So it's not the same sample. Somebody asks if you would ever work with Sage Francis.
You know, I know the name, I know the guy, and I'm not totally familiar with his music. You know, I know the name for forever. I know him for a lot of years.
He's been around, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not familiar with his music. One day I gotta pop it in and see what's up with Sage. I know who he is, and it's no disrespect. I just don't always get to hear everything, you know? So sometimes it take me longer to get to shit, you know? So.
Right. That's okay. There's so much out there. You got to take your time to really check out stuff when you get to it. Somebody asked if this live is going to be here after it's done. Yes, I'll also put it on my IGTV channel so you can look back at it if you have to leave. Somebody wants you to come to Sweden. I'm sure you've been there already.
Yeah, I performed in Sweden a lot of times, but I'll be back, I'm sure. When the world gets back to normal, I'll be back. I'll be everywhere on the planet. When the world's back to normal, I'm going to come to every city on the planet. Yep. Yeah,
you'll be back over here too. I demand it. Yeah, that's definitely a given because I missed you the last time you were here. Then somebody asks if you like basketball. If so, what is your favorite team?
The Harlem Globetrotters.
Oh, I love the Harlem Globetrotters.
I'm not a basketball guy, but my childhood. They was like the superstars, and
They still are. The new generation is still doing a phenomenal job.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've actually met them when they were out here a couple of years ago. But they're still, keeping the legendary Harlem Globetrotters alive, so to speak.
Yeah.
If you were, for some reason, how do you say that, banned from rapping, what is the first thing that you would do? Because you're such a creative person. I can see you do a whole bunch of other things.
Yeah, well, without concerts, who the fuck knows how long we could rap for? We have to do live shows. We have to,
Right.
So without concerts, fuck you're gonna go, what you're gonna do. But I had planned to tour off this album and do 200 shows and then take some of that money. And somebody laughed at banned from rapping. It's true. I've been banned before. In the 90s, I was banned from record labels, banned from venues, banned from law offices.
You had a whole song about it.
Banned from every damn, like they literally banned from people's houses. I was banned from the planet in the 90s. And for a short time, it's about 4 or 5 years, but they definitely banned me from rapping, People go, banned from rapping. She's a reporter. She knows more than you. She's smarter than you. Sorry, But filmmaking. I'd like to make some.
That's what I was looking at. Like I could see you directing films or even being an actor. I think you would be a great actor. I think you'd be a great film critic.
Yeah, well, yeah. But my guys in Belgium, I want to shoot a film out in Belgium with them. I really like that team. I like them, and I always planned on maybe shooting a film in Belgium. So yeah.
Oh, that's actually a good question. It's popping by Super Cree. What was your favorite live show in Europe?
Oh, there was so many shows in Europe that
you don't have a favorite.
My favorite show ever was in Canada because it was the night after my dad died. I flew to Canada to do a show in Toronto, and it was just so emotional, and the whole crowd lifted me up, and
that's great. Yeah.
Damn stage. It was like, and then I performed the verse about my father, and it just brought down the house and the energy. It was like some surreal shit. But I guess Europe, there's a famous show where I performed. It was with like LP and Big Daddy Kane and Kendrick Lamar and De La Soul. It was at Hip Hop Camp.
Oh, Hip Hop Camp. I was about to say, yeah, it had to be a festival.
It was 3 days before the show. I broke my damn 2 bones in my leg or my foot. And everyone was like, yo, you got to cancel it. I'm like, I'm not canceling this. Tens of thousands of people. I'm going to fucking destroy that stage. Right. So I got a cast on, couldn't walk. And Gavlin and her homeboy and Snow Goons all came through. They put me in a wheelchair. And I obliterated the stage. I killed everybody. I obliterated the stage, hopped out the wheelchair, picked the wheelchair up over my head, threw it. I threw a wheelchair and was rocking. My cast was falling off, all wet and crazy. And I was throwing raw meat at people. I was in the crowd. Like, yeah, it was. I think I was going extra hard because of the broken leg.
Yeah. You got to compensate. And plus, you're known to have super live shows, and I say nicely. So it wouldn't be an RA show if you hadn't done something like that.
Yeah.
Do you think you've calmed down now with the shows?
Well, my shows are still, over the top, energetic, right. Crazy. But, I'm not the same as I was in the 90s. You don't care about lawsuits and you're breaking bottles on people's heads.
Well, you're bringing your kids now to shows too, so you can't do too crazy stuff.
Well, we still go crazy with the kids in the building, just not
not in the way you used to. That's my point. It's a different crazy, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. If somebody in here has never been to an RA show, I pity you. Please go see him.
She said, "I pity you."
I pity you. Yep. Because you haven't lived. If you're a hip hop fan, you have not lived if you haven't been to an RA show. Well, there's a lot of, oh, here's somebody, the culture needs an R.A. Ill Bill collab.
Yeah, me and him don't really get along. We don't know each other like that.
You don't know each other, but you don't get along.
No, we don't know each other like that. Like, we
Oh.
ain't really, yeah.
Okay, so there's a lot of questions. There's a lot of questions about how you feel about mumble rap and, you know.
Yeah, they always have that. What do you feel about mumble rap? Obviously, you know, I prefer lyrical cats like Locksmith and Elzai and Coogee Rap and Black Thought and, you know, you know, people who, Crooked Eye, you know, these guys who could rap, you know.
Right.
Those I like to fuck with. Those are guys I like to listen to more. I don't want to listen to mumble rap so much, so, you know.
Yeah, I'm not going to even mention all those names because...
Shout out to Frank Henenlotter. Yeah, somebody said, did you enjoy working with Frank? Yeah, Frank is my idol. Frank Henenlotter is my idol. Yep.
Elzai, oh yeah, Elzai is great. I lost my train.
Colin Morez, he said he got his All My Hair's a Dead hoodie in the mail. Yo, thanks for supporting. And I don't even have one. I don't have, like, all these people posting like the merch that they got from me, and
yeah.
I have none of it. I'm like, that's a dope jacket. Yo, that's a dope.
Is that because they have to ship it to you, or?
Yeah, I guess I didn't ask them for it, you know. So maybe I should tell them, send me a box or something. But I don't have none of it. I don't have the vinyl. There's all 3 special limited vinyls that sold out. I don't have any of those, you know. So it's like, yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna buy the merch at your show. Oh, that's nice. A question: if you're coming to the Netherlands next year, well, you know, we're about to make that happen.
Anywhere, I'm hoping to come everywhere on the planet.
Yeah.
It's just a different world right now, you know.
I saw somebody ask about Logic. How do you feel about Logic?
I'm a fan of Logic, and I'm a fan of him as a person too. And
Would you do a collab with him?
Oh yeah, no question. He texted me. I posted it up online. He texted me this message where he said that, you know, this album, my album, is such a masterpiece, and you know, when Logic said when he listened to my album, it's like it makes him realize how much more he still has to learn about hip hop and.
Oh wow, that's a compliment.
It was a really dope, you know, beautiful, you know, message from that cat, you know. So yeah.
Right. Okay, so I see a lot of people asking, how do you feel about this person? How do you feel about that person? We're not going to do that today, not the whole talk. So if you want to know how he feels about certain people, ask him that in a private DM or whatever. Sorry. I was going to say, well, somebody asked what your favorite track is on your own album, but I think that's a question that's just, I don't know. Should you ask an artist what their favorite track on their own album is? Do you have a favorite?
You know, it's always whatever day it is, you know, you feel a different way a different day, you know, like Firstborn is about my daughter. So I'd like to get her to, you know, listen to that.
Right.
Understand where I'm going. So I like that one. That's a real personal record. There's a lot of records I like a lot on this album, you know, like a lot. So I like the whole album as a package, you know, as a collection. You know, I'm not really like, I don't know which one song. I kind of like all the records, you know. And the Immortal Tech song, I think Tech really came with some super knowledge shit on there.
Always.
Tone Spliff did the beat, this kid named Tone Spliff. And you know, I didn't know this, but he was like a fan that was like, you know, at Immortal Tech's show back in the day and my show back in the day. You know, he was just a fan kid, you know. And then he was playing Rusty Jucks. He did an album with Rusty Jucks. And
wow.
Played like something on his Instagram. I said, yo, Rusty, who did that beat? So then he put me in touch with Tone, and I didn't know Tone was a fan. And Tone, you know, did the Immortal Technique joint and killed it. And then turned out that oh, yo, he was just a kid that was in the cut that you know, used to be, you know, try to be down with all of us. Now he's making for all of us, you know. He's dope. Tone Spliff, you know.
That's cool. I like Rusty too.
That was the name of the Rusty Jucks album, Magma, like Magma Heat or something. You know, yeah.
I can't remember. I'm so bad at years and names. I got to listen to the things. Like, yeah. And if it's a long time ago, man, I was just looking at an old interview I did with Joel Ortiz. And this was in 2007. and I read the questions that I asked, and one of the questions was how the track with Smokey Robinson came about, and it was Novel that hooked him up.
Yeah, Smokey Robinson is
Is
Novel's
his dad's one of his dad's best friends. Yeah,
his godfather. Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
His whole family. His mother sang with
yeah.
Shot on, and his father
I
wrote
know.
hits, dancing in the streets. His grandfather was Solomon Burke.
Yeah.
Like honestly, this dude Novel is music from day one.
Yeah,
he was
he's born into music,
yeah.
and I was reading the biography of Rick James on a beach, and I'm reading, and I'm in the middle of this page, and he talks about Novel's dad. So I took a picture of that and sent it to him, and he didn't even know. I don't think his dad even knew he was mentioned in the book. So that was very special as well. But yeah, so I got to read back to all my stuff that I've done so much as well that I forget. I mean, honestly, I don't even know when we met. Like,
shout out to Novel. He gave me one of the best choruses on my entire album. I really
on the personal song as well. So yeah.
Yep. I was trying to write a hook for that, and I was like, I forgot what the hook was. Something about I said God take, God give. Something. It was like it was trying to reference the Uncommon Valor lyric because it's almost like God. She was born the day that my dad died, so I wanted.
Yeah,
to
you said that in the song.
It
Yeah,
sounded too hip hopish. I was like, I don't give it like the 4-bar chant chorus. So then I hit up Novel. I said, I always want to do something with you. You think you got something for this? And he's like, yo, I'll kill that. So he did the little demo in his house and said, what you think about this? And I was like, yo, man, that blew away my idea. Let's rock with that.
yeah. Well, it turned out really, really awesome, and I like how it's so. He puts the feelings in it. He's the feelings guy. So he's always in his feelings.
He's a tortured artist, like all of us.
He really is, yes, and but that makes his stuff really good as well.
He's sad in a lot of his music. There's depression.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sadness in Novel's music,
but it's relatable. It's very relatable. We don't always have to do things when we're happy and act like we're all happy all the time. So that's what took me into his music the first time. Well, no, that's not true because I knew him when he was on Rockers. Well, I knew of him. But when he came with all that really in his feeling stuff, that's when I was relating to it because I was depressed. So yeah, when somebody talks about what you're feeling, then you're going to play it. I keep getting caught up in our conversation. I got all these questions that I want to ask, but people are going crazy here. Let me just see what else is in here.
Somebody just.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you about Afro. I remember the first time you started working with him, and developing him, nurturing his talent. In this time that we're living in right now, everybody's approachable. Everybody has time to check out other people. Are there people that you check out? Do you have more time to find new artists or new talent?
Yeah, hold 1 second. My homegirl Apple Juice just joined the chat, and I want to congratulate her for her new baby. She's a mama.
Oh.
So what's up, man? I know.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. She had a baby. Her and her man is a professional UFC fighter too.
Oh wow.
So,
they just had a baby. Well,
yeah,
respect to you in this Corona time having a baby.
Yeah, but no. As far as finding new artists, you find a lot of artists on the internet that hit you up, or you're on the road and somebody be like, yo, I can rhyme. And you find a lot of whack people too, like, yo,
right,
I can
of course.
rhyme. They're terrible, but
yeah,
a lot of them are dope. So a lot of time you be on the road and somebody's just, cool, and you give them the mic and they destroy it. So you'd be like, yo, hit me up. If you got that footage, send it to me. I'll post it or something, and like, you just meet dope MCs on the road. And you meet them through the internet now, and just being around hip hop, people want time for you,
Yeah, because there's a lot of artists now trying to make those collaborations happen because people have the time to sit down and read your message, even or your email or whatever. So I was wondering if you know, those talents come around where you're like, oh my gosh, here's another talent that I want to push. Just like you were talking about the producer, what was his name? Tone Spliff. Um, yeah. So is that something that you, because I can imagine you get like 5 million messages. Like, honestly, sometimes I don't even know how you pick out mine if I send you something.
What do you
But
mean, in the inbox?
well, do people will hit you up, you know, hey, this is check out my stuff. I already get messages, check out my stuff, and I don't even know what to do with it. But for you to really take your time to go through messages and listen to people, or maybe come across people through whoever, or you're browsing the internet, yeah, I can't even imagine getting so many messages and obviously getting a lot of talent in there that you may want to push. Because you did that. How did you come across Afro? Oh, you can't hear me? What's going on? Can people least? Because he can't hear me. Oh, he's going to come back in. People, let me know. Can you hear me? Because he's oh, hold on. Oh, shit. What is going on? Okay, this thing is tripping. Okay, he's coming back. All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, that
Okay.
was weird. My whole shit was tripping, so it was probably me.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you got up with Afro, you gave him a platform, you put him out there. How many times, how often do you find that new talent, or is there a new person that you're now working with?
So the thing is, right now, I need a bigger platform to put out more. We got to get Afro's album out. We got to get his fucking record finished. But there's a ton of kids out there that are like ridiculously dope
Right.
spitters. There's a kid named Justin Freeman who I'd love to get out there because if he gets exposure, they'll go crazy for him. The kid Khan, I don't know if these guys got deals or not, but there's so many like ridiculously dope cats out there. You know, my boy Locks, I mean, still, but he does it all on his own. But you know, like if I
Still,
had
yeah.
a platform, I'd put out I'd put out everybody, you know, but I don't have a platform like that. Right now we're concentrating on Afro's project, trying to get that done. And then when that's done, we're gonna work on another side project that I was talking about, you know.
Right. So, you know, having dropped this album after a couple of years, actually, did you deliberately take your time with it, or was it a circumstantial thing?
It was a little bit of both. Yeah, I take my time on everything, but you know, I'm raising two kids and I'm touring and like I said on the intro of the song, I did at least minimum 500 shows since the last
Right.
album. It was probably more than that, but I didn't want to exaggerate. But the minimum was 500 shows. If I had to guess, it was 700 shows. But um, and then I have two babies.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't have family near me. It's me and the mother, and we're raising these kids together. So, and touring and raising kids and touring. And so
Yeah.
I don't have it where I could just block out 6 months and record an album every day and mix and master and get DJs and musicians together and horn sections and keyboardists and piano players like I did on this one. This one I had to kind of, okay, we got a week to work on it this week. Then you go back on tour. Okay, we got a week
Right.
to work on it in the next month. Okay, like I was working on it a week at a time for many, many, many months. You know.
Right. So I can see that it takes a longer time to get to where you're happy with everything, because you know you have to put out something that you're 200% behind. So the next project, well, we're all being stuck. So you're talking about you're already looking at this new project. Do you think
Yeah,
it'll be
but
faster?
main goal now is to promote this record and get it heard still. Because, when you do it independently, you have a nice first week, everybody's buying it, and then, your fans know about it.
Right.
But then, like, there's such a broad audience that still hasn't heard the record. So the last one, we shot videos for years and
Yeah.
kept promoting it and touring city after city. Like, we toured so many cities, and every time we did a show, there'd be people in the crowd like, I never heard of you, but now I'm a big fan. Like
Right.
you know, so you do tons of shows, and then you go and do the local radio station, and I never heard of him till this radio station, but he, you know, so you have to keep on pumping and pumping and pumping
Yeah.
to get heard, because you don't have the big budget to you know,
To put behind it, to put a
market.
marketing machine behind
And
it. Yeah.
you put out a video, you don't have, you know, tens of thousands of dollars for Google ads. You don't have no
Right.
tricks, you know, you just have hope that the fans share it, you know? So,
Yeah. Well, the good thing is that now people have the time to listen to it, and it's not a quickly on repeat album because it has so much on it. So people can take their time to listen to it, but then you also put out these videos, so that'll keep it alive until you start touring, and then with the touring you keep it alive, so you have a little longer period to promote it.
oh yeah, we're going to be promoting for a bit, and we're going to be releasing remixes and contests and
Oh, that's dope.
music
Yeah.
video. Yep.
Can I get a cameo in one of the videos?
What do you want to do? You want to?
I don't know what the script is. I want to
play. You should play. What's my girl's name from? Oh my God, how the fuck did I forget her name? Kelly. You should play Kelly from Breaking. You know, Lucinda Dickey was her name. The actress from Breaking 1 and 2. You should play her.
Okay, I'll take it. I mean, I can get in my car and drive to where you are. So, you know, I can be wherever you need me to be. That will be. Then I can cross that off my bucket list. That was in an RA video. All right. Let me see, because it's still crowded in here. I don't know. People just really talking a lot of shit too. I'm not used to this. I'm sorry. I never do interviews where people can join in. Yeah, and then especially not with all this crap in here.
That's what happens
well,
when you. That's what happens when you're better than their favorite rappers. So that they're so intimidated by you that they want to go, you suck, but they know that I destroy their favorite rappers. So it's like this hate, this hate. And it's all the same nerds that like want a reaction because they're scared that I'm better than their favorite rapper. It's like they don't need to be that hurt that I could destroy their favorite rappers. You know?
But you probably are better, so yeah.
Probably it's a fact.
You are better.
Nerd-ass favorite rappers, you know.
Oh, there's a person that I would like to see you collab with. I don't know if you guys are cool or anything, but Tone Deaf.
Oh yeah, Tone Deaf is a super speed rapper.
Yes.
He has more syllables than all of them. He's a monster, and he's a nice guy. I like Tone Deaf. Yep.
Yeah, he's super nice. Yeah, and so I would love to see it. And he has this new protege.
Shout out to
Lucy Camp.
Protege, a singer, right?
No, she's a rapper. Lucy Camp.
Oh
no, she is dope as hell. Like she's like the female version of Tone Deaf. And she's
wow.
I'll send you some stuff, because that's somebody that I would, especially since it's 9 out of 10 times dudes. Huh?
So somebody said he want to see RA collab with. Somebody said he want to see RA collab with Sid from Slipknot. That's gonna happen. Sid's my boy.
Dope.
He sent me beats already, even. You know. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. So I would definitely want to see you with a whole bunch of other people as well. We can't get everybody in there, but maybe we can. Okay, so this live feed is freezing again. And I'm looking at all these questions while we're waiting on his connection to get back. Oh, I hear something.
Yeah, it's frozen.
Are you there? Is it your phone? Are you dying? Okay. I'm not sure what's going on. He said his battery was low, so maybe he's trying to plug it in. We got a couple minutes left on this live, so things. Pete Rock track. That's a good question. Oh, he left again. He's coming back. Okay, people, you know that all it's going so fast in the comments that all your questions are not always being seen. So put it in the question box, please. Okay, let's see if he's coming back. We got 5 minutes left. There we go. Yes. Okay. No, I'm not scrolling back. I'm not scrolling back for none of you. You're going to put your question in the question box or we're not asking him. That's how it works. I'm sorry. Yeah, people telling me what to do in my own live talk. No, that's not how it works. Yes, thank you. I'm not a musician. I'm a journalist. We got 4 minutes left. So make it work, people. Make it count. All right. What is something that you can advise all these young cats trying to make it out here?
Well, right now, the whole social media thing, you know, YouTube, IG, keep it going. You got to promote yourself. That's free promotion. They know that already. You know, every kid on the planet's on there. But the main thing is if you put out a good song, put out a music video to it if you could too, you know, because then you know, quadruple, you know, all your views, you know. And the main thing for me, in my opinion, is hit the road. Because
Yes.
if all you're doing is staying in your town and putting up, you know, videos on from your channel, you're not getting any exposure to new crowds. Find artists that are established and open up for them. If you know,
Right.
go open up for free. Go do 200 shows for free. Get somebody to help finance your tour and back you, and you know, pay for your hotels and your expenses. Yeah. And go open up for kids that are more established than you, and then destroy the stage and be better than the person you're opening for. Like if you go on tour and destroy the headliner because you're that nice, people come back to you. They'll come to your merch table.
Right.
They'll look you up on the internet. And if you do that 100 shows, 200 shows, and you're all around the world on stages all over the world, destroying the headliners, that's a great way to get a buzz.
Yeah. And you know what's funny? Not recently, a couple months ago, I went to a first time live show of Dave East. And he had it was almost like a festival lineup. He had 5 or 6 support acts coming with him. And there was one cat that stood out. The rest was all whack. He was whack. I'm sorry. Dave East's live shows, not. There's 50 people on the stage doing nothing. I felt he wasn't doing shit.
We'll see. My boy Will C from World Star. He's a Long Island cat. I know he rolls with Dave East. I never seen Dave East performance though, but I know Will C.
I like Dave East as far as his songs, but on stage he was ass. I'm just gonna say. I left, and there was one cat.
That's always disappointing. That's always disappointing when you go to the artists you like, and you're like, man, you fucking. But we're in a different era where rappers don't need to learn the stage show before they
just perform the song, have everybody sing along. But there was one kid in his support act. This kid from I think Queens or wherever, but he was so dope. I think his name was Mickey something. But yeah, he was better than the whole shit that was out there. So I was like, yeah, that kid is gonna be somebody.
Yeah, but you just destroyed my point because you don't remember the kid's name. If he was that dope, why don't you?
But that's me. That's me. If I go back and look it up, I know who it is.
Yo, he killed everybody. His name was.
No, but I remember how his stage presence was and his songs and his content. I'm just bad with names, but I can look it up. But yeah, I got 1 minute left. So, do you have anything that you want to throw out here, a motto you live by, or, I don't know, something? 56 seconds.
Some days chicken, some days feathers.
What's today?
Today's a little tough. Today's feathers. But that was a quote that my father used to tell me, and I didn't always know I kind of got what it meant, but he always had a cool little, he's no bad news. That was another one of his sayings.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, that's hilarious. All right, well, we're going to cut this off because people are bugging now. Thank you so much for, joining me in my little live talk. I'm definitely going to get up with you later, because I did have another question, but I'll just, you know, ask that to you outside of this. And I hope you get well soon.
Oh, yeah. Oh, somebody said rest in peace, Johnny Thorburn. Much love. That's my papa.
2 minutes, one second.